Alright guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick, and today we have the smallest of the Toy Story 4 sets, set number 10766, Woody and RC, retailing for $9.99 and containing 69 pieces. This is one of the 4 Plus sets, because they didn't release any non-4 Plus sets, and contains only one minifigure who's not exclusive, but it does have these really cool looking green army men, and a nice build for RC for anyone who missed out on the original one from the original theme. And before we get into RC, I'd like to discuss what's personally more interesting to me since I own the old one, and that's these little side builds here. I think that having these cones and these little building blocks, these are just bricks with the tile on them, and there's 2 red ones, 2 yellow ones, 1 blue one, and 1 green one, and you can just kind of stack them however you'd like. I like making a little pyramid of them because it looks cool, and these just help kind of expand Andy's room of little toys with the stuff that doesn't come to life. And these right here are printed little statue figures, or unprinted little statue figures in just regular green, which is the first time we've got them in that color, and these are perfect for Army Man. Compared to the size of a minifigure, they're still a little bit big compared to Woody's size, but this is the best that they can do for Army Men, so I'm really happy with the way that those turned out. They could have tried to print some black on them, but even then, the actual Army Men in the movie don't have any printing on them. They're just sculpted little Army Men. That's how green Army Men are in real life too, so I'm kind of glad they went with no printing, and just having this little scene here is nice. It works pretty well. And here's the build for RC, and one thing that you notice right off the bat that is different from the previous one is that this one doesn't have the black cockpit section. There's a suggestion of it right here, but it really actually has a seat built in there, which is not very accurate to the actual movie version. But this one's also significantly smaller. I have the old one right here, just for comparison's sake. Yes, this one was twice the price, but it's, I think the old one is significantly bigger, and I definitely still prefer the model of this one, especially the front section with the eyes and the bumper. I think that looks way better than this one here. Yeah, I mean, there's really no redeeming qualities of this one if you have the old one in terms of the actual RC build itself. And, as a result, I do think that the side builds are still the main draw for me. The coloring of the antenna is a little bit more accurate. I think the placement is worse. But I do like the little remote that they give Woody here. I think that's kind of neat. And you can sit Woody in there. He looks okay. I guess burying him in there does kind of make up for the fact that it's a little bit smaller, and therefore the figure is a little bit larger scale in comparison to the actual vehicle. So I think that this kind of fixes that. But yeah, still, you do get a couple of unique prints, being this piece up here, which that print is just okay. I like the eye prints. I think those work pretty decently. I prefer the shaping of the other ones, and those ones, even though they're brick built on the old one, they still look really, really good. And I don't know, I think I might still even prefer those, but these are not bad, and this is probably the least of the negative downgrades. The shaping around the side is kind of whatever. In the back section, the back shaping, it just cuts straight off. Not a big fan. But this 2x4 tile print is pretty okay, and I like that. But yeah, overall, this RC is not nearly as good as the last one, but for anyone who missed out on it, the old one is going for $90 minimum on eBay, which is kind of ridiculous. So I guess if you don't want to spend that much money and you just want to have a version of RC to be able to display with stuff, then this isn't that bad. And for $10, this isn't that bad of a set. The Woody figure is great. It's, a nice inclusion here. And the little green army men, those are awesome, and since they're little statuette figures, you actually do get an extra one, so in total with this set you get 4, not just 3. But, that being said, I don't think this is nearly as good as the last one. Yes, it's half the price, but I think you get less than half of the volume of cool stuff in this one. So, with that being said, the main draw for me was still these side builds, as inconsequential as they are. They're pretty cool looking, and help flesh out a little room of toys. So, you know, it isn't a terrible set, but it's not the best Toy Story 4 set by any means. So, if you guys enjoyed this review, if you did, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.